Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On a budget seems almost impossible, but in today's video I'm going to be showing you the 5 best budget decks, and some of these have already seen results at YCS Charlotte. What's going on, guys? If this video helps you out at all, help me out by slapping that like button and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. And as always, hit that notification bell and comment down below if you agree or disagree with my deck choices or the cards that you see in today's video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first deck that I do want to show you is Dinos, and of course I'm going to be showing you the replays as well. We're going to go over the card by card and then kind of go over the combo lines right afterwards. Alright, so the first card that we are playing is Side-Frame Driver because we are playing the Gamma package. Gamma is really good in this deck because it helps cards like Fossil Dig and Miscellaneous Source resolve, which you really do want them to resolve. Next, we're playing our best boss monster is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. This card is really good because if you are under misc, they technically can't stop Ultimate Conductor Tyranno effect, which means because they are unaffected by activated effects because of Miscellaneous Source, and we'll read this together. So this card says, during the main phase quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, and during this main phase, dinosaur monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, and that's any activated effect. So in conjunction with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, this card says, during the main phase quick effect, you can destroy one monster in your hand or field, and if you do, change all monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each, which is really good. And at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. If you do, send that defense position monster to the graveyard. Now, this has to be one of the most broken cards ever printed in conjunction with Miscellaneous Source, and why Miscellaneous Source is at 1. All right, next, we are playing one Dino Wrestler Pankratops. This card is really good because you can special summon it, going second, because this is a going second build, and then you can quick effect pop a card. Giant Rex is basically an extender to help you extend into one of your rank 4 XCs just in case your opponent makes you go first. Oviraptor is your best normal summon in the deck. This card says if this card is normal or specialed, you can take one dinosaur monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Most of the time, if you don't open Fossil Dig, you're going to be adding Miscellaneous Source to your hand. All right, next we're playing Triple Ogre, Triple Gamma for our hand traps. Next we're playing 3 Baby Ceratosaurs. This card says, if this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, I can special summon one level 4 lower dinosaur monster from your deck, which is really good, right? Next, we're playing one Petite Pteranodon. If this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 or higher dinosaur monster type from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn, which is okay because generally you're going to be summoning Pankratops. Next, we're playing double Animadorn Archosaur. This card says, if this card is normal or special, you can destroy one dinosaur monster in your hand or face up on the field except itself, then add one reptile, sea serpent, or winged beast monster with the same original level as that destroyed monster, or one evolution pill spell from your deck, which is why we're doing it. And generally with Animadorn Archosaur, you're gonna be popping hopefully a Baby Ceratosaurus if you have a way into it. Next, we're playing Triple Dark Ruler No More. We are going second, and if you are looking down a board with an insane amount of negates, you can just slap a Dark Ruler No More down, do your combo, UCT flip all your opponent's monsters face down, and then generally, you can OTK them, but not under Dark Ruler because your opponent takes no damage. But generally, if you have the Dark Ruler, you are generally clearing their board. And if you're going up against the base deck or any deck that, runs multiple engines, generally turn 3 after you've broke the board, they aren't setting one up as powerful as they did turn 1. Next, we're playing our Bricks Double Evolution Pill. This card says I can banish one dinosaur monster and one non-dino monster from your hand and or graveyard, and then special summon UCT. You're special summoning UCT. All right, next, the best card in the game and in the deck, Fossil Dig. This is a non-once per turn, add one level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand, which is insanely powerful. Okay, next we're playing the one Monster Reborn for obvious Reborn reasons. We're playing Triple Pot of Extravagance, which is why we're mostly playing 3 of everything in our extra deck. We're playing Triple Raigeki. In this deck, Raigeki is much better than Lightning Storm, strictly due to the fact that you can bait out negates, and then even with monsters on the board, you can still activate Raigeki because Lightning Storm says you can't have any face-up cards on the field, right? We're playing one Terraforming because we are playing Lost World. Now, this card is really interesting. This card says all monsters on the field lose 500 attack and defense except dinosaur monsters, and once per turn, if a dino monster is normal summoned or special summoned, you can special summon a token to your opponent's side of the field in defense. And while your opponent controls a token, they cannot target monsters on the field with card effects except tokens. And once per turn, if a normal monster on the field will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy that many dinosaur monsters in your hand or deck instead, which doesn't matter. I mean, rather, it does matter because you're going to be protecting the token with Lost World, and then you're going to be sending your baby Pterosaurus, or rather destroying a baby Pterosaurus from your deck, which will trigger the baby Pterosaurus effect. All right, now in the extra deck, we're only going to be looking at 2 cards because that's all we need, and that's Evolzar Logia and Dolka. Now Logia is basically a Solemn Judgment. That's basically all you have to know. And Dolka is basically a Solemn Strike that is not once per turn, so keep that in mind. All right, so with that out the way, let's go over to the replay to show you the basic combo line, and we'll move over to the next deck. All right, so we are in the combo section of the video. The first thing we're going to do is normal summon Oviraptor, adding miscellaneous swords to our hand. We are then going to activate Fossil Dig to add us a baby Pterosaurus. Then we're going to go miscellaneous effects, sending it to the graveyard, and then using this effect to special summon an Animador and Archosaur, which will pop a baby in our hand. Now, that baby effect will summon out us another baby. Then we're going to use the Oviraptor effect to pop the baby to summon another baby, and use that baby effect to summon Rex. Then we're going to link off the Animadorn for a Link Karibo, and then link off the Link Karibo for a Secure Gardener, and this is for a double evolution pill. And then we're going to use the Oviraptor and the Giant Rex for basically Solemn Strike, right? So we're going to activate double Evil Pill, and we're going to summon the UCT. Now, this combo is really cool because when you go UCT effect, you can pop the baby, and then you can special summon Oviraptor to add you another card on your opponent's turn. Right now, this is obviously a 2-card combo. Dinos don't really have a 1-card combo unless, you know, even if you open Misk, you definitely need like the field spell or something along those lines. But this is generally the turn 1 combo, and you know, generally turn 2, and you're going second, you're going to slap down Dark Ruler, get UCT on the field, going this normal combo, and then trying to OTK your opponent. All right, so let's move over to the next deck. All right, so the next deck that I do want to look at is Budget Eldlich, and again, don't mind the prices on the screen. These are very highly volatile right now because the reprints haven't settled down in price yet. All right, so we're playing double Eldlich the Golden Lord. We're playing triple Inspector Border with 1 Ecclesia and 2 Nadir Servants. Thank God these have an ultra printing because they are a little bit cheaper. And we're playing triple Pot of Extravagance, which again, we really generally don't care about our extra deck. Most of our extra deck is utility cards just in case we get Maximist. And the only ones that we really care about are going to be Gustav, Max, and Lieb. But generally speaking, you can throw in just 15 any extra deck cards that you have, and it simply wouldn't matter. Okay, so we're playing the 1 Upstart Goblin to give us as much consistency as possible. We're playing triple Dogmatica Punishment, triple Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, and Ice Dragon's Prison. Now, this is one of the more expensive cards in the deck, but it's really good right now because it outs DPE, and it definitely helps you out a lot of combo decks because you're going to be banishing those pieces instead of sending them to the graveyard. We're playing triple Torrential Torrent. This is my favorite card. And my most hated card because I always end up losing to this freaking card. All right, next we're playing double Hawk Wero. We're playing triple Conquistador of the Golden Land. We're playing double Anti-Spell Fragrance, and we're playing triple Gozen Match. Now this is gonna get a little bit of a highlight from me because Gozen Match is a card that's pretty much FTK against any combo deck in the format right now, and you can see that because during YCS Charlotte, Gozen Match was one of those cards that were really impactful. All right, next we're playing triple Solemn Judgment and triple Solemn Strike. There's really not much to talk about that. In our side deck, and again, the side deck is different for everyone, and you generally want to shape it for the, you know, format and or locals or area that you're going to be playing in. But generally, Lava Golems are really good. Lancia Droll are really good as well. Raigeki, again, I think it's a little bit better than Lightning Storm because, you know, you can activate it with, you know, cards face up on the field. And Twin Twisters, generally this will round it out, and there's no really a combo portion for this deck because it's a trap deck. Let's go to the next one. All right, so the next deck I do want to talk about is Floowandereeze. Now, this is the deck that I'm playing at full power. I'm gonna have that deck profile out already, so click this link somewhere. It's on the top left or top right. Click that link if you want to see a full powered Floo build, but this is the budget build. Now, we are playing 1 M-Pen, 1 Ryza. Again, this number, don't worry about it. Ryza is getting a reprint in Ghost from the Past 2, so it's going to be really cheap. We're playing 1 Mist Valley Apex Avian. Again, it got another reprint find in Hidden Arsenal. We're playing Triple Dimension Shifter. Now, this is probably one of the more expensive cards in the deck, next to Advent of Adventure. But if you pick these cards up, especially Dimension Shifter, when I told you to, when they were 75 cents, you're definitely chilling, all right? Next, we're playing one Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. We're playing triple Eaglin, a single Stree, triple Robina, which is probably the best card in the deck. We're playing one Talkin and one searchable DD Crow. We're going to main triple Dark Ruler No More, playing triple Pot of Duality and the recently reprinted triple Pot of Extravagance. Book of Moon also got a reprint. Most of these cards are cents. Please do not worry about this big number at the top of the screen. We're playing one Call by the Grave, which also just got a common reprinting. And probably the most expensive card in the deck is going to be the Floowandereeze and the Advent of Adventure. This card is really good because it says I can banish one winged beast monster from your hand or face up on the field, and that's for cost. So you're dodging Veiler and Imperm and Ogre. And then it says you can add a Floowandereeze monster or Floowandereeze field spell from your deck to your hand and then gain 500 LP. So this card is just insanely good for the strategy. We're playing triple Forbidden Chalice in conjunction with Dark Ruler. We're playing Floowandereeze and the Unexplored Wind, so this card is insanely good. We're playing triple Magnificent Map, which I lied, Robina is not the best card, Map is the best card, because even if you get ashed, you can still normal summon. And then one Floowandereeze and the Dreaming Town. Now, again, the extra deck literally doesn't matter. I have like appliancer cards in here. It literally doesn't matter, okay? For our side deck, now this part is a bit more intuitive. We're playing one Dark Samorg. This card is it's actually really cheap. I thought it was expensive. I lied. We're playing one Harpy's Feather Duster, triple Raigeki, triple Cyclone to help with the Eldlich matchup. We're playing triple Harpy's Featherstorm. This card is insanely powerful because, you know, if you have a winged beast monster on the field, until the end of this turn, negate any monster effects your opponent activates. That's from hand, graveyard, banish, field, or wherever, okay? We're playing triple Anti-Spell Fragrance because Anti-Spell Fragrance in conjunction with Dark Samorg basically is an FTK because you can't set spell cards, and so you'll never activate them, and you can't set trap cards either. So this is a really powerful gimmick that you can use with Eaglin, and if you hard draw Anti-Spell Fragrance. And we're playing one Floowandereeze and the Scary Sea. This basically negates the summon of a special summon monster, and your opponent cannot special summon for the rest of this turn. All right, so let's move over to the replay, and the replay is the same for the budget or the full powered one. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so we're in the combo portion of the video, but I'm not going to activate Extravagance right now. I'm just going to show you the normal combo line. All right, so we're going to activate Map. We're going to use Map Effect, banishing the Eaglin, revealing Robina, summon Robina, chainlink one Robina, chainlink two Eaglin. This is really important because it helps you dodge Ash. We're going to add the Eaglin to our hand and then add Barrier Statue from deck to our hand. Then we're going to normal summon Eaglin, go Eaglin effect. We're going to add Mist Valley Apex Avian because we already have Empen in our hand. Then we're going to summon the Empen. And we're going to go Chainlink 1 Empen, Chainlink 2 Robina. So again, we do not get ashed. And off of Empen, we're going to be adding the one trap card that we do play. And this card is really, really important. All right, so we're going to then normal summon the Barrier Statue, set the trap card, and pass. And then once we activate the trap card, we're going to summon the Robina and then search ourselves a DD Crow. And we're going to summon the Eaglin that we're going to get back from the banish pile to grab a Sariza to spin cards off their field. All right, so let's move over to the next deck. All right, so the next deck that we're going to talk about is Invoked Dogmatica Shaddolls on a budget. Now, this deck got much, much cheaper, again, with the main deck Dark Rulers being cheap, with the Effect Veilers getting reprinted, and the rest of the cards, you know, having major reprints. This deck is really, really good, and Winda, believe it or not, is going to be a invaluable asset in the upcoming format. All right, so we're playing the one Driver because we do have the 3 Gammas. We're playing double Nibiru, one Dogmatical Fleur de Lis. We're playing one Maximus and double Ecclesia in conjunction with double Nadirs. We have triple Alistair, one Ariel. We have triple Ogre, triple Gamma, triple Veiler as our hand traps, bringing our total hand trap lineup to 10. We're playing triple Dark Ruler No More again because, like, you know, because our normal summon and other cards need to stick, you definitely do end up losing to DPE and other cards, but Dark Ruler No More will definitely help you with that in conjunction with baiting out the DPE with Forbidden Chalice. All right, now we are playing one Harpy's Feather Duster. We're playing double Invocation, double Nadir, the singular Pot of Desires, Terraforming, Upstart for obviously more consistency. We're playing one Call by the Grave, triple Chalice, double Meltdown, double punishment, and 1 schism. In our extra deck, we're playing double Mechaba, a singular construct to help recycle. We're playing Titaniclad, 1 Agoides to help push us for game. We're playing Purgatrio, again for the same reason. We have Apgalone, double Winda, and the rest are utility cards. It's double Entis, 1 Wind Pegasus, 1 Shurag, 1 Gardener, and 1 Almirage. The Almirage and Gardener you absolutely need because you need to link off the Alistair into that to get into a 4th summon Mechaba. Alright, so let's move over into the replay and figure this out. Alright, so we're into the combo portion of this video. Let's quickly run through this. Alright, so we're going to activate Meltdown, adding Alistair to our hand. Then we're going to normal summon the Alistair, which will add us an Invocation to our hand. Then we're going to link off the Alistair for Almirage and then link it off for a Gardener. We're going to fire off Invocation using the Gardener, or rather banishing the Gardener and the Alistair for a Mechaba, and try to summon everything in defense so you are playing around Lightning Storm. And then we're going to go fire off a Nadir Servant, sending a Titaniclad, adding an Ecclesia to our hand. Then we're going to special summon the Ecclesia because we have an extra deck monster on the field. We're going to use the Ecclesia effect to grab us a Maximus. Then we're going to use the Invocation effect to add the Alistair back to hand. We should have done that first, but it's okay. And then we're going to go Maximus effect, banishing Almirage. And then we'll use Maximus on field to send a Wind Pegasus and an Apgalone. And then we're going to use the Apgalone effect to add the Shaddolls Schism to our hand and send the driver from our hand to the graveyard, because you can still use a driver even if it's in the graveyard. Okay, next, we're going to set the Schism and set the call by that we had. And then next turn, when our opponent plays, we're going to flip over our Shaddolls Schism, as you will see. And then we're going to activate Schism, make the window. And because this is a dark attribute, Schism says you can send whatever the matching attribute from what you summoned is. So we're going to send his normal summon, and obviously he's going to pass a turn, but generally this is going to be your end board. And then next turn you can recycle the Alistair, summon Agoides, and then punch for game, or you can play the grind game out as is. All right, so let's move over to the final deck. All right, so the final deck that I do want to show you is actually one of my favorite synchro decks, and that is Virtual Worlds. Now this is the deck that I'm playing in Master Duels during the Synchro Festival as well, so you already know this one's going to be a banger. All right, so let's go over the card by card. We are playing the driver because we are again playing the 3 Gammas. We're playing triple Nibiru. We're playing triple Lili. Lili is basically a Foolish Burial for 2, and it's really, really powerful. We're playing Virtual World Roshi Lao Lao. Lao Lao is basically the monster summon, or sorry, the monster reborn of the archetype. We're playing Lulu, which is the best card in the deck, because Lulu says if this card's in your hand, you can target 1 Virtual World card you control, send a Virtual World card of a different type, and add the 3rd typing to your hand. So generally, you're going to go Lulu, target a trap, send a spell, and add a name. Next, we're playing double Nian Nian. We're playing triple Gigi. These ratios rarely don't change for the Virtual World strategy. All right, we're playing triple Ogre, triple Gamma, double Veiler, bumping our hand trap lineup to 3, 6, 9, and 11. We're playing double Foolish Burial Goods to help dump our King Longs into the graveyard, because you can banish King Long from your graveyard to search your Virtual World name. We're playing 1 Pot of Desires. We're playing triple Qualoon, which will activate a Virtual World Gate Chuche from your deck to the field. We're playing 1 Call by the Grave, 1 E-Telly. We're not playing anymore simply because we want to keep it to a tight 40 card list. We're playing triple King Long, double Chuche, and 1 Jean Wu. Now our extra deck is a little bit important, so we'll go over the card by card. We're playing 1 Invoked Kaliga. Now your end board will generally consist of Kaliga, Chuche, and Crystal Wing. You're going to negate the first monster effect with Crystal Wing, and then Invoke Kaliga says each player can only attempt to activate 1 monster effect per turn. So if they can't out the Kaliga and you've already negated their first monster effect, they cannot activate anything else. We're going to use Ultimaya Zolkin to get us into the Crystal Wing Dragon. Hopefully we have a spell trap in the hand to set when we summon it. We're playing 1 Virtual World QB Shen Shen. Shen Shen is a really powerful card that allows it to recur itself while acting like a floodgate while on the field, making any card go from field to graveyard get banished instead. We're playing 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech, which basically is a big body, and you can banish a tuner while fueling your Chuche and popping a card on the field. We're playing Ravenous Crocodragon Archithus. To be honest, if you don't want to buy this, even though it's cheap, you generally don't need to, generally don't need it. We're playing Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This card is insane because it's a free summon off of Zolkin, and it's basically a monster negate plus destruction, and it has battle effects, which says If this card battles an opponent's level 5 or higher monster, during damage calc, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster it is battling during that damage calculation only. We're playing one Coral Dragon. Now, Coral Dragon and Stardust Charge Warrior are only there to help us draw cards and be a 6 so we can go into Zokin. We're playing one Virtual World Beast Juijui. We're playing one Muddy Mud Dragon, which will allow us to go into Kaliga. We're playing one Zeus. Again, it's a really cheap card, but you know, probably, well, much cheaper than what it was, but definitely one of the more expensive cards in the deck. Then we're playing one Gaia Dragon and Thunder Charger. We're playing Utopia Beyond, Constellar, Ptolemy M7, and Gossip Shadow. And again, don't worry too much about the side deck. You know, this is going to change, you know, for the format, locals, and, you know, area you're playing in. All right, so let's move over to the combo because this one's actually pretty cool. Okay, so we're in the combo portion of the video, and this one is a bit longer of a combo. All right, so we're going to activate Qualoon, which will activate a Chuche from our deck. Then we're going to go Lulu, target the Chuche, dumping the King Long, and then adding a Lao Lao to our hand. Now, we're going to go King Long effect, banish it to add the GG, and we're going to dump the driver from our hand to the graveyard. Then we're going to go GG, target the Lulu, sending Zhan Wu, which in the graveyard acts as a monster reborn. Then we're going to go into Stardust Charge Warrior, draw a card. It's the Gamma, it's useless. And then we're going to go Lao Lao, target the Chuche, dumping Nian Nian. So Nian Nian says when a level 3 is normal or special, you can special this from your graveyard as a level 3 tuner. So when we summon Lao Lao, we're going to then summon the GG, which is a 3, which will trigger the Nian Nian in the graveyard summoning itself. And then we're going to use the Lao Lao and the Stardust Charge Word to make Zolkin. We're going to set the Foolish Burial Goods, triggering Zolkin to summon us Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Then we're going to use the Nian Nian and the GG for Muddy Mud Dragon. And then we're going to use Muddy Mud Dragon effect, sending the Muddy Mud and the Zolkin to summon you Kaliga. And then we're going to go Lily effect, target the Chuche, dump King Long for next turn. And then we're going to use Zhan Wu effect in the graveyard, summoning out the Lulu. And then we're going to make Shen Shen and then pass. So on the board, we have a Floodgate. Well, 2 Floodgates, a Monster Negate, plus the Chuche Pop, which is really powerful. And in the end phase, because we use GG effect, we get to add the Lulu back to the hand. All right, guys, so that's for the combo portion. Let's move over to the closer. All right, guys, that's it for me today. If this video helped you out at all, help me out by slapping that like button and subscribing for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. And as always, guys, hit that notification bell and comment down below if you agree or disagree with the decks that I've put in this video or the cards that I've chosen to put in those decks for this video. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I know this was a longer video. We had to go through 5 decks and 4 replays, but a huge thank you for everyone who made it till the end. All right, guys. So I freaking love you guys so much, man. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles, signing out.
What's up, guys? If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click that button right there in the middle.
Also, if you haven't watched that video that YouTube is recommending you, it's probably crazy, all right? Go watch it. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles,
HeadtoHead Battles,
signing out.